Hello, dear participants, and welcome to the presentation of International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, the Convention of Marpol 73/78. We welcome you. So the Annex 3 of this convention is the topic of our today's presentation. Annex 3's official name is Regulations for the Prevention of Pollution by Harmful Substances Carried by Sea in Packaged Form. This is a Annex 3 out of all 6 annexes of Marpol Convention. So same as Annex 2, Annex 3 is dealing with harmful substances, but there is a difference that these substances are transported by sea in the packaged form. If Annex 2 is dealing with dangerous goods, harmful substances in bulk, which means in a huge amount, yes, not divided on parts. So here we are in Annex 3, we are dealing with these substances in the packaged form. So, and packages can be really different forms. We will talk about this later. So, Annex 3 entered into force on 1st July 1992. So, and it's optional. But at that time, the number of signed parties to this annex is 138, and the whole tonnage of world maritime industry is almost 98% of world tonnage of these flags. The Marpol Annex 3 has been revised to harmonize the regulations with the criteria for defining marine pollutants, which have been adopted by the United Nations Transport of Dangerous Goods Subcommittee. And IMO, based on these regulations, these requirements, created Annex 3. So how we can achieve our goal? So we can create regulations, requirements, and we are taking measures for prevention of pollution by HSC, yes, carried by sea in packaged form. So what are the most important measures? First, requirements to construction and equipment of vessels which are transporting dangerous goods, harmful substances. Second, requirements to packaging. And last one, requirements to storage and securing. So the regulation number 1 of this annex says us about application. So requirements of Annex 3 applies to all ships carrying harmful substances in packaged form. Carriage of harmful substances is prohibited except in accordance with this annex. So it means if there is no certificate for the transportation of harmful substances, so it means the transportation is prohibited. So when we are talking about the packages, so it can be a small box, it can be a huge system like this, yes? So, and anyway, it will be packaged form. So you have to be aware about this. It can be a container, it can be a cistern, it can be a box, it can be a some can. General requirements regarding packing, appropriate packing, marking, documentation on board of the vessel, storage, and quantity limitations. Some substances in the amount has crucial specification. Packages shall be adequate to minimize the hazard to the marine environment, having regard to their specific contents. Packages containing a harmful substance shall be durably marked with the correct technical name. Trade names alone shall not be used. What is the difference between technical name and trade names? So the trade name can be different and it will come from different producers, manufacturers of these harmful substances. But the technical name for all of them will be the same. So, and the technical name will be used on the transportation packages. So, and durably marked on or labeled to indicate that the substance is a marine pollutant. So again, it can be put trade name, not alone, so plus technical name, and all over these marks should be also clearly marked as a marine pollutant. Such identification shall be supplemented where possible by any other means. For example, by use of the relevant United Nations number. So every harmful substances is numbered and it has own unique UN number. So next important point is a marking. The method of marking, the correct technical name, and of fixing labels on packages containing a harmful substance shall be identifiable on packages surviving at least 3 months immersion in the sea. What does it mean? Imagine that the vessel sank, and on board of this vessel there are some, amount of harmful substances in packaged form. So, and divers will take actions to take this cargo or put on this vessel on surface of the water. So, and they clearly should see it, and this packaged marking should be visible at least after at least 3 months. Yes, in considering suitable marking and labeling, the durability of the materials used and of the surface of package shall be taken into account. So the package should be so reliable that it will stay safe for 3 months, at least 3 months. Packages containing small quantities of harmful substances may be exempted from the marking requirements. Documentation. In all documents relating to the carriage of harmful substances by sea, the correct technical name of each such substance shall be used. Trade names alone shall not be used, as we already mentioned it, and the substance further identified by the addition of the words marine pollutant. All documentation should be marked visibly, and it should be marked as a marine pollutant. Storage. Harmful substances shall be properly stored and secured to minimize the hazards to the marine environment without impairing the safety of the ship and persons on board. Quantity limitations. Certain harmful substances may, for scientific and technical reasons, need to be prohibited for carriage or be limited to the quantity which may be carried aboard any ships. In limiting the quantity, due consideration shall be given to size, construction, and equipment of the ship, as well as the packaging and the inherent nature of the substances. So this is also very important. So we need to be aware about safety of the ship and persons on board. So appropriate measures based on the physical, chemical, and biological properties of harmful substances shall be taken into account and regulated the washing of leakages overboard, provided that compliance with such measures would not impair the safety of the ship and persons on board. So this is again one more time we are taking care about vessel itself and persons on board, the crew generally. Okay. A ship when in port of another party is subject to inspection by officers duly authorized by such party. The party shall ensure that the ship shall not sail until the situation has been brought to the order in account to this annex. Port state control procedures in accordance with Article 5, and nothing in this regulation shall be construed to limit the rights and obligation of party carrying out control over operational requirements of this convention. All these regulations, requirements to the construction, to the equipment, to the documentation, packaging, marking, so all focused on the safety of the crew, of the vessel, and of course environment, to keep our seas and the waters of the world ocean clear. Please, dear friends, prepare your questions. If you have some questions not clear maybe, so send it to me. I will explain it and make sure that it will be clear for everyone. So, and at the end of the presentation, please try to answer for yourself these questions. To which ships applicable regulations of Annex 3? What are most important measures in preventing pollution? What abbreviations stand for IMDG and PSC? At this point, I will end my presentation. Wish you all the best, good luck, and send me questions. I will try to answer all of them. Bye-bye.